Oh, hi, morning, brothers. Happy Thursday. We're almost to the weekend. Yesterday, I swore to God today was Friday.
You thought yesterday was Friday, or you thought
yesterday? I thought today was Friday.
Oh, well, you were wrong.
I was thinking about Friday.
Yeah,
it should be tomorrow.
Well, you're already on the Shriners and birthday parties.
I'm having them.
It's happening. It's happening.
Regardless. We had my youngest grandson Miles turned 1 today.
Oh well, happy birthday, Miles!
2 days after Megan. So this is birthday week.
Yes, it is.
Household. So we celebrated Megan last night.
It seems like you have those. You have your birthdays in clusters. It seems
like March is busy.
Yeah.
March is busy.
March is busy. My birthday was 1 day after my dad's, and my mom's is just a week after that. So
you understand.
So I get the cluster.
I'm glad to be here. It's always nice to wake up in the morning.
Wake up, laugh, go to work.
Let's do that. We have Boss Man Matt with us this morning.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, Boss Man. We have SPP in the house.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, my lad. And yeah, I'm the skipper.
You, ahoy,
never
Skipper.
Introduce myself.
No, I am the skipper.
I assume you know. I was thinking this morning, Matt. I'm the only guy in this room that doesn't do a damn thing for this show.
Yeah, well,
I just show up.
Yeah, that's okay.
You've got the notes for me.
Well,
SPP makes it go.
I'm going to tell you what. I got a few things this morning, but we may talk about some random stuff today because I have a routine that I go through every morning, and what I really should do is spend some time, like the day before, right after today's show, start working on tomorrow, and I usually don't. Yeah. So I get here.
We like our information fresh.
Yes. So I get here at whatever time in the morning, and I spend a little time and going through the news and trying to find weird stuff. And some days there's just not a lot happening.
Sometimes we're just pretty normal universe.
Yeah. And so today is one of those days. There just wasn't a lot of things that jumped off the screen at me and thinking, we need to talk about that. You found something for us, though.
Can we do that?
We can.
I don't want to do this instant.
No, we don't have to do it. But yeah, Peter's got it.
Okay. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. I did find something.
Yes, you did.
It's really
and you also have useless facts that you throw out
every once in a
while.
I didn't really have anything like that today. Yeah. I mean, I could. All right, I'll just start with that because I did read this morning. Male mice they've been found to be able to grow ovaries. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason that happens is if their mother was iron deficient. How do we know this and why?
And why? And what relevance?
I have no idea, but I read it this morning. And just
I don't know, but that's the thing. You go, wonder what they do with what happens when that happens.
Can you impregnate yourself?
Yeah.
Some organisms can.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. That one's a thinker. Some of them I kind of doze off on when you read, but that one's kind of a thinker.
I didn't give it that much thought. I thought, I guess I don't really care. It's a rodent.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's one of God's creatures. I understand.
In the big scheme of things, I'll forget about that in 5 minutes, but still.
So it's not going to make your, is it not going to make the takeaway today?
Yeah.
Damn,
he's writing it down.
Disappointed.
No,
it's in the running? I just wanted in the running.
We got a lot of people checking in already this morning.
Well, let's say some hellos.
Jeff, Cindy, Jimmy, Mom, Paula. Jimmy says, it's so good that we spent $1 million or more on that research. It could prove to be useful someday. Denise is here.
Ahoy to you all. Paula, I've run into you a little bit, but good to see you back.
Yep.
If I haven't mentioned it, it's Miles' birthday today. I think he might be up and be listening.
Oh, well, happy birthday,
At
Miles.
1 year old, he's starting to get fun.
Well, I'll have to watch what we say because he's watching.
Yeah, he's all right.
His retention's not good yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He doesn't much care.
Yeah.
To be honest. But you've seen the videos.
He doesn't care. Grandpa, I don't give a crap what you do.
Really, he doesn't. You've seen the videos of people walking through glass doors. Dogs breaking through stuff.
Laugh my ass off every time.
Well, my granddaughter did that.
Oh, no. A glass door?
My patio door. So
Yeah.
everybody's over last night. And I don't know. She took off at a dead sprint. She thought that door was open.
Yeah.
Face first.
Oh no.
And she put her head down and hit it right here.
Oh no.
And it's just how you can imagine. She's 4, so she hit it with boom.
Right backwards.
Oh, it hurt. I can't believe it. It didn't break the glass, but cry. Excuse my hiccups.
Yeah, and I know that's terrible, but you can't not laugh.
We all laughed.
You can't not.
We all did.
She's probably laying on the floor crying.
So a little maddened.
Yeah.
You're okay.
My grandparents' house, they had a screened-in porch, screened-in porch, and they had glass door, but then there's a screen door also, right? Mm-hmm. And between the house and the porch, and I don't know why what it was about that. You could see that the glass was open or closed, but for whatever reason, you could not see that screen. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how many people, including myself, a couple times walked right through that screen. Mm-hmm. They had to replace that screen door more times. And it's you feel bad, but it's just funnier now.
I'm going to say this about and it's a pillow sliding door. Mm-hmm. So then they wanted to put the screen up. I said, "Oh no,
we're not gonna do.
We're not. Just know that the friggin' door's shut, everybody."
Right.
So later on, I'm out Patty and I are out on the deck, having a cigar and a cocktail.
Yeah.
And she walks in, and the screen was open because we were listening to music.
Right.
She walked through the screen.
Did she?
Yeah.
So
and I have hit it before. We were having troubles getting through the doorways.
The doorways were causing problems.
So there you have that.
Peter, have you walked through doors? Closed doors?
Probably have at some point, but the concussion makes you
lose
forget.
The memory, right?
So
goes away right
it's all
away.
good. All works out.
Well, so that was the exciting part.
It's always funny. I could watch those videos for days.
I really, truly wish somebody had it. It would not have won $100,000. But she hit that damn thing at full bore and kaboom, back she went.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we got to say that the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Casey and all the gang over at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew, the three of us were without the glorious Greta.
Yep.
She is on assignment.
She is otherwise occupied.
She's doing her real job.
Designated for assignment.
She what?
Designated for assignment.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we call that DFI. That's what we do. Don't we?
Sure. Sure.
I was just trying to get one more yes out of you. Anyway, we are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie, and all the Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
It's not confirmed yet, but I'm not so sure that Greta might not miss the next couple weeks too for otherwise occupied. I know. So we could be almost a month Greta-less, which is just diminishes the show just a little bit because she brightens it up when she's here.
Well, the female persuasion does help. Does help the whole general.
It just balances things out a little bit.
I did watch the game 1 of the College World Series last night.
Oh yeah,
anybody watch that?
I was watching hockey. I'm afraid.
Who's even in the World Series?
Texas and Texas Tech
For softball.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I should have clarified.
Yeah. The only reason why I even knew that because I'll talk about it in a second. But go ahead and talk about.
I really didn't even get to watch the game because I was focused on birthday girl and grandkids.
So is Texas Tech? I kind of heard something about this on Texas Tech softball, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think they got a pitcher that's like $1 million pitcher.
She's the real deal. That was my exact quote from my daughter was, because I asked her, I said, "Who do you think will win this series?" She goes, "Well, I won't. I think probably Texas, but I really like Texas Tech. They got a pitcher that is the real deal."
Yeah, apparently she's got $1 million NIL package to be a pitcher for softball. And like I said, I only heard just a little bit about it, but they were talking about the SEC and how they're dominate, which Texas is now a part of. But with NIL, it leveled the playing field a little bit because Texas Tech ponied up for this $1 million pitcher, and so anyway.
Well, they're playing, and I will tell you that Texas got out of a jam first inning, top of the first. bases loaded, no outs. Got out of it with no runs.
Oh, wow.
Turned a double and then a little dribbler to the pitcher.
Right.
That was that. So I didn't get to see it, but boy, that level of softball is really, really fun to watch.
It is fun.
I just, you're going to do a game tonight.
Yeah.
I'm kind of considering coming out.
Well,
because.
Washington's got a good team. But speaking of, so the College World Series, so I was thinking baseball is where my head went first. And Peter, you may know this, I guess, but
Has it been settled yet?
no, they're still in the regionals, I think, or they're not at the World Series yet. They're still in the tournament leading up to the World Series. But the SEC is mad, as they are in most sports, because they only got 14 teams into the 16 or the 64 team field. So whatever the math is on that, almost 25% of the field is SEC, right? Well, number 1 seed was Vanderbilt, got beat first round. Number 2 seed was Texas, got beat first round. And I can't remember what it was, but out of the 14 teams, like 10 of them got put out in the first round.
That doesn't bode well
No, it does not.
for Mr. SEC.
Yeah, and I might be wrong on that. I know Vanderbilt and Texas were 1 and 2 seeds, and they both got eliminated first round.
Wow. As the Big Ten, is anybody following it? Like, is UCLA, are they in it? I don't even know who made it.
UCLA's in, Oregon is in.
Oregon State make it?
Oregon State did. They're not Big Ten, but yeah, they made it.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry, you go ahead.
Super regionals. There, Jeff says super regionals right now.
But it says
Fill us in, SPP.
number 1 Vanderbilt lost to Wright State. Do you know the mascot for Wright State, Tim?
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Italian.
The Fighting Tillions. They lost to the Wright State Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders.
Texas, the 2 seed, lost to UTSA, the Roadrunners. Number 7, Georgia lost in the, it doesn't say the team, but the mid-major regional. Ole Miss lost in the mid-major regional. So did Alabama, Florida, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, and Kentucky, with Arkansas, Auburn, LSU, and Tennessee remaining.
Still alive.
So 14 teams, 4 are still alive.
Had a kid, Arkansas.
Yeah. Jeff says super regionals, Arkansas versus Tennessee. So there's 2 SEC teams that,
Well, they surely played each other.
yeah, at some point, yeah. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. The SEC's like, well, we should have, like, all our teams should make it into the tournament. And, well,
Apparently not.
10 of 14 got beaten round 1, including the 1 and 2 seed. And you said Georgia was like a 4 seed or 7 seed or something?
Yeah.
So there you go.
We rest our case.
Exactly.
Can you look up any Big Ten teams? Are we in anything?
I can.
I know.
While you're in there punching stuff.
Yeah, I know Oregon and UCLA made it in. I don't know beyond that.
I'm just kind of curious if they're at the super regionals or where they're at.
2025. Nebraska, Oregon, UCLA, USC.
Oh yeah, SC.
Yeah, and Nebraska because they won the tournament. Yeah.
They won the Big Ten. All right. Well, he's looking that up. Is there anything else we need to do?
Well, no, I don't know if I even want to talk about this, but it's kind of
I can't have SPP do 2 things at once.
no. This is gross. This is just gross. It's a gross warning. I don't know if I want to talk about it, but I don't know how
kind.
not to. Did you know that fecal transplants are a thing?
I did not.
It's mostly in cancer patients, apparently. But they take fecal matter from someone who had cancer and responded very well to the treatments, and they transplant that fecal matter into a person who has cancer that is not responding well to treatments, and it has something to do with the microbes in your gut. And you know how they
No, I don't.
Transfer.
I'm not sure I want to know.
they either inject it,
Matt, I'm not sure I want to know.
or you can take a freeze-dried pill form.
I think I might be inclined to take the freeze-dried pill.
That is disgusting. But apparently, at least for one guy and maybe others, it worked. He was not responding well. He got this done, and then he started responding to the treatments, and it all worked out.
Did it take us like 1 dose of the
No,
good?
no, No,
Oh, you have to be on a regimen.
it's a regimen. It's multiple doses.
Oh boy.
But I had never heard of that. I don't need to hear about it anymore. He says no fecal testing for me.
I am wondering about the people that collect and
Yeah.
make that, put that in the pill form.
That's somebody's job.
I'm definitely wearing rubber gloves.
Exactly. And washing
Rubber
my
glove job.
and still wash my hands extensively after it's done.
For sure. Sure. You're typing extensively over there, SPP.
I was trying to see what Big Ten teams are still in the College World Series,
It's not
but
showing up.
nothing's popping up.
Okay. Well, it is 7:30, so we could take a break.
It's true.
All right, let's do that, and we'll be back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to Thursday's edition without the glorious Greta. We miss you, Greta.
We do.
And I guess we'll continue to miss you.
Well, like I said, not confirmed, but there's a possibility she's the next 2 weeks.
The
she's
girls
out
have left us.
Well, Rachel was here Tuesday.
Yeah, but she's...
We didn't have a show, but
she's off and out somewhere doing...
she's
something.
at the Pork Expo or right?
She's somewhere.
Something, yeah.
I mean, we couldn't even ask her to fill in.
Nope. Here we are. We're here.
Can't get rid of us.
You can try.
Stuck with us. So there's the old adage that kids today they don't know anything. They haven't done anything we've done. SPP, you're probably included. And proof of this is this picture that I found, and I thought there's no way in the world that any child, and then I thought even further about this, let alone maybe me, could do this.
I couldn't. No way.
Throw that picture up, SPP. So what that is a shift pattern from an older semi.
Yeah.
And you just look at I don't know. Hopefully you can see it at home well, but that is some ridiculous stuff about getting through all the gears of a semi through gear 28. Can you imagine? I mean, neutral you can find, but
yeah.
Look at all the monkeying you got to do to get to. I don't know.
Well, so I was going through this yesterday. Peter and I actually looked at it yesterday after you sent it. And going to first, second gear, not a big deal. But from 4 to 5 and 8 to 9,
it's a bit difficult.
Follow 8 to 9. If you're in 8th gear and you want to go to 9, good Lord.
You need to be a physicist to figure out how to get to all that.
Yeah. I think I stopped after that. I didn't even go all the rest of the way through it. 18, 19, 20, or 16. Look at 16, 17, and going to 18. 16, 17, and then
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's difficult.
Still 8 to 9 has got to be the worst.
That's who would make something that complicated?
Well, apparently somebody was able to drive. I couldn't. No way.
I forget where I was at.
No, I don't know. I've never driven a truck, so I don't know. But I mean, do they hit all the gears? Do you have to start, or can you start at like 10?
Well, you probably wouldn't have to start at 1. 1 would be pretty granny low gear.
Yeah, I would think so.
So maybe if you were heavily loaded to get rolling, you might have to. But I've never driven a semi truck either. But I would think that you could maybe start off in second or third.
Right. You can do that in cars sometimes. Yeah. So, yeah, a 4-speed or a 5-speed car. I haven't driven one in a long time, but we had to do that for driver's ed. We had one of our driver's ed cars. We had 2 driver's ed cars. One of them was a stick shift, and so we had to drive a stick shift to do it. But it didn't look like this. 4 speeds. I can still do 4
Hey,
speeds.
3 on
right?
a tree. What's all this 20 gear business?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
Is there a reverse on there? I didn't even notice that.
oh no, I don't see it.
So maybe this thing isn't real. I don't know, but I found it. It made me think. Not only could the kids of today not do this, I'm not sure you and I could.
I couldn't for sure. But and again, never driven one, and I don't even know if I've ever sat in one, but I've seen whatever. But now they have like a
Low and high.
yeah, and so you wouldn't have to go quite through all that, right?
Now they have automatics.
Yeah, that'd be my style.
Isn't that something?
That'd be my style.
Automatic semi.
Yeah.
There you have that.
So what do you think, Peter? Did you do it?
No,
No.
I can't drive a stick shift, let alone the maze
Yeah.
that this
Have
is.
you tried to shift it? No? Gosh, I got to find one. We got to take you out. You got to learn that.
Why?
It's fun.
Is it fun?
It is.
Sounds complicated.
So the most
It's
fun,
not.
the
5
most
speeds are
yeah, the most fun. I worked for the county road crew summers during college, and they got hand-me-down state trucks. And so this was, many years ago. But the old straight sticks, you just jam them, and those are fun.
Yeah.
And plus, they were county trucks, so I didn't really care. It's just like,
Way to be a good steward.
yeah, I know.
County
It's
money,
county tech. I was 19 years old. Who I was driving this old stick shift, straight stick, jamming it into gears.
You've driven across the country in your RV. You wanted something.
Yeah, exactly. Give me an old straight stick.
Manly truck.
Yeah. No. Sticks are fun. I will tell you that Mount Vernon. Have you been to Mount Vernon? Mm-hmm. So I lived in Monticello at one point, and would drive. About anywhere you have to go through Mount Vernon. Well, at Mount Vernon, there's that hill right at downtown with the stoplight right at the top of it. Mm-hmm. Every time I got in a stick shift, no matter where I was, I thought I can't drive through Mount Vernon because if I got stopped at that stoplight right on that hill, I'd be done. Be done.
Yeah, I am certain I was nervous about that stuff early. But
Yeah.
After a bit.
So I've never owned a stick shift car, but I have driven back in the day. It's been a long time.
So back in 1981, Ford came back out with their 5-liter Mustang, kind of a hot car, and I got to drive one, and it was stick shift, and it sounded badass.
Yeah.
It was freaking cool. I'm driving around with this guy, car dealer, through downtown or somewhere, taking off. I killed it. He just sunk in his seat. He just went like this and sunk down, and I quick started back up, and away we went. But it had been a while since I did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want to squeal the tires.
No, but listening to a muscle car, especially go through work the gears, it's pretty cool.
It's fun.
Pretty cool. Paula says she loves driving a stick shift.
I'm going to find a stick shift for you, SBP, and we're going to take a drive.
We can live stream it.
There you go.
Well,
There won't be room for a camera. I don't know what we're going to do.
we can find a room.
Okay.
We'll find a room.
So we're gonna make that happen. Mm-hmm. Even though we have to tape it.
Right.
SBP's first time behind a stick shift.
Yeah. Jeff says 3 on the tree is pretty intense when you're 16.
3 on the tree is awesome.
I've never driven one. I've never driven 3 on a tree. I told you that we looked at one, an old car. My dad's like, no, you're not getting that.
We had a work van. I was building pole barns, and we had a work van. It was 3 on the tree.
Yeah.
I didn't get to drive very much, but when I did,
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
I've never driven one of those.
What is a 3 on a tree?
It is, so it's a 4-pattern gear. So first is up.
So first of
Neutral
all,
in the
it's,
middle.
you know, they don't even do this anymore, but on the cars, the gear shift used to be right on the steering column, right? You'd go drive.
I had a
backward.
car like that, yeah.
Okay. Most of them are down here now, but they used to be that. So anyway, go ahead.
Neutral's right in the middle.
So that was what the gear shift was the instead of going this way, it was a gear shift.
And I can't remember. I think first was pull to you and up. That's first gear. Second gear is straight down. Third gear, which is as high as it goes, is up to neutral, over, and up. And reverse is from neutral, push away, and pull down.
But it's all on the, so you got your steering wheel and you're here. So
There's
it's
no
all
knob.
right there.
There's no knob to see. You know, it doesn't tell you what gear you're in. You just got to know.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's only 4 of them: 3 forward and 1 reverse.
Okay.
3 on the tree.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Peter. If I could find one of those, I'd like to start you out on that.
They probably haven't done, the 3 on the tree hasn't been made in 50 years.
Surely you can order one.
Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe.
Surely I can get one from Russia. They've got stuff. They got old stuff.
They got stuff. Yeah. I've never driven one of those either, but I have seen those. I know what they are.
We managed to get to 741.
I know. I didn't had nothing to go on today. So
Nothing. We didn't even talk about National Sausage Roll Day. Whatever the hell that is.
whatever that is.
National Gingerbread Day. Well, I'm going to save the other one for a little later. SPP, should we take a break so we can get set for the day?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, morning breathers. It's Thursday. I thought it was Friday, but it's really Thursday.
It is. It's just Thursday.
So,
but we still got Friday to look forward to.
Yeah, it's excessively long week after a short week. Next week I'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll recalculate.
Yeah, my body will reset.
Another few weeks, about a month, we'll have the 4th of July is on a Friday this year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
We off that day?
Yeah, I won't be here.
Okay. SPP?
Probably not, but we'll see.
Okay. I just need a plan.
Unless they decide to throw a softball game in on the 4th of July, and
boy, I hope they don't do that.
I don't think they will do that.
It's almost 6:45. Tim done. I like that we have 1 o'clock on my time.
Well, it's just for you. It's for you.
SPP, let's get set for the day.
Let's do it.
Let's get set for the day. It is Thursday. It is the 5th day of June. This is episode 324.
I'll be darned. I kind of forget to look at that every once in a while.
Time. I know we're getting there, aren't we? I don't know where we're getting to, but we're getting there. Time 7:45 a.m. Temperature right now in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington is 61 degrees across the board. A mix of sunshine and clouds.
It's really nice out this morning.
It is nice out this morning. High of 79 today, which, you know, I'm good. I'm not a big 90s. Give me 65 all year round.
Right there with you, Big Daddy.
Yep. 65. But anyway, low of 60 tonight.
Big Daddy.
I was just going to roll. You just let that. Sometimes you just keep going. I do have to say, Ray said, though, having a manual shift or stick shift car is better than a theft deterrent device anymore.
That's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
That is brilliant.
Because nobody's going to jump in and be like, what the hell is this?
How do you make this go? and then what? Actually put a key in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You actually have to use a key. That's right.
Key to unlock it and a different key to start it.
Jeff picked up on Big Daddy.
I don't know, Jeff. I don't know.
Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Beautification Commission to release 1,500 ladybugs in downtown Fairfield.
I'll be darned.
How do you order that?
I don't know. Amazon. Amazon's got everything. They just ordered
1,500 ladybugs.
Ladybugs. It's
24-hour shipping.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Same day shipping would
They
be.
send 1,600 because there's going to be some death loss.
Amazon Prime deal.
From the sidewalks to the state line,
did
Mount
you know
Pleasant stands behind the 224th.
That we learned that there was more uses for fecal matter? Carry on.
Ridiculous Days kicks off Thursday in Washington. You are going to get me in trouble.
I didn't go any further than that.
Sports tonight, Fairfield softball and baseball both make the trek south to Fort Madison, while Mount Pleasant boys and girls head north to Washington. And you can watch the Panthers versus Demons softball game right here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
So cool.
Starting at 7:30 or a little before.
If you don't watch that, I mean, you guys do a really good job. I've said it before. It's fun to watch.
And we've starting to get some good comments, and people at the games are like, "This is great, thanks for coming." And so it's a good thing, and we're getting people are tuning in and watching, so it's all good.
Do you know it's National Hot Air Balloon Day?
Well, I did know that, but
and then you put it on there.
And then I put it on the paper.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge with us.
Well, I saw it. I Googled it.
It's I could do a hot air balloon, but I prefer a blimp.
Yeah, a blimp is.
Is there a blimp day?
Maybe I haven't run across that yet.
When did we start doing this?
National
Days.
I don't know. It just kind of randomly happened.
Episode 290?
Maybe. It just kind of randomly happened, and then all of a sudden it became a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Gives us something gives me reason to interrupt you.
This day in history. This is a long one. Stick with me. On this day in 1956, in an appearance on the Milton Berle Show, Elvis Presley set his guitar aside and put every part of his being into a blistering, scandalous performance of Hound Dog. After the performance, the New York Times wrote, because this is in the glory days of the newspapers when they wrote like this, his one specialty is an accented movement of the body that heretofore has been primarily identified with the repertoire of the blonde bombshells of the burlesque runway.
Make it burlesque. I love it.
Yes. The gyration never had anything to do with the world of popular music and still doesn't.
Shame on you, Elvis Presley.
That was so clearly none of us were. That was pre all of us.
Yep.
But they still talk about it today.
I have heard that after that show, was that on the Ed Sullivan show?
No, this was Milton Berle.
Okay. Well, on one of them, either Milton Berle or Ed Sullivan.
Well, Ed Sullivan, I think, was the first time they did a full body shot. Before that, it was waist up, right?
Well, they said, so this must have been, if this was the first time he did it, then from then on, he was only filmed from the waist up.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was, right? Yeah, they just
He missed half the show.
his gyrating hips were just not appropriate for late.
Moms across the world were pissed off.
Yeah, and
Sorry, Miles.
and teenage. Who's Miles?
My grandson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Birthday.
sorry. Missed that one. Jeff says now it's twerking thanks to Miley Cyrus.
Twerking.
Now it's nothing but gyrating hips on these videos.
That's all they see now. You only get to see the face.
Random joke, random quote, or random fact.
I don't like to pick, so SPP, that's your job.
I did a random fact yesterday, so let's do a random quote.
Random quote. Love is blind, but marriage is a real eye-opener.
A joyous.
Pauline
eye-opener.
Thomason, who I don't know. But
Joyous.
yes, it doesn't specify good or bad. It just says it's a real eye opener.
Today's takeaway, I will start with Boss Man.
Well, I will because I wrote it down. But we now know that mice can have ovaries.
I knew that was going to make a list.
Somewhere it was going to sneak in
I
there.
made that happen.
you willed it into existence by saying it out loud.
It's been said. Let it be written. SPP?
Well, now it seems like I have to prep and do some work, but it looks like we're going to have a live stream on how to drive a stick shift.
Drive a stick shift.
There's no practicing.
Right. Well, I'll study.
I want to be.
I'll study as much as I can from videos, so I can learn the three on the tree. Yep.
I'm not sure I could do 3 on the tree. I probably
You can.
could, but
And I might be wrong. Reverse might be up and up.
yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't know. I could.
Now that I think about it, I think it is. Reverse is to you and up.
I think I could get in and drive a stick, but I think there'd be a little hopping until I got the hang of it again.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
My takeaway is something that we didn't talk about today, but it's been bothering me all week.
Mm-hmm.
That I have been using a new volumizing hair shampoo, and not one person has noticed. So I'm going back to my old stuff.
Sorry. I did.
hurt.
I should be more observant.
I'm hurt. I would have thought if anybody, SBP would have noticed.
I'm very sorry, but I'm just, I'm afraid I'm just too busy studying right now.
There it is.
Yeah, he's got the stick shift patterns up.
Look at that. Where's the 3 on the tree? Okay.
So there's this photo. It's really small.
Yeah, reverse was up
And up.
in and up.
And down, 2 and 3.
Down is 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I knew I'd remember.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your study points.
There's my studying.
All right.
So the stick shift part isn't the hard part. It's the time in the clutch to make it all happen. So you got to
Right.
You got to learn the clutch.
Because we time the clutch so the car goes.
Yeah.
And you don't rev the engine.
Of course.
You don't go. Wee.
Well, you can. You're not supposed to.
It's embarrassing. It's going to be embarrassing for a bit, SPP.
It will.
We'll
It's
get
okay.
through it.
It's
We'll
okay.
start at a cemetery.
Cemetery.
That's where you learn. how
Yeah,
to
that's
drive.
where you learn. Or a
Learn
big
how to
open
drive
parking
good.
lot.
I think I first started driving in just a big open field just outside of my hometown.
Yep. You can do that too. All right. 7:53. We got to go.
We're out.
We got to go. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for the comments. Stay tuned for SPP's adventure with 3 on the tree. And we'll make sure to let everybody know when that's going to happen. Have a great Thursday. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, ahoy.